Once you decided to apply for the Malaysian's MM2H programs, now there are things that you must consider before you apply. Okay, today I'm going to share with you 10 most important things that you need to aware of before you apply. Now, number one is that once you engage an official agency to apply on behalf of you, now after that you can't change to any other agency in the future for any dealing with the government anymore. So be aware of this. You can't switch to different agents in the future. Now, if you want to switch, yes, there are still ways to do that, but you must have a release letter from your original agency where they will charge you for fees. That is for sure. And also you need to apply to MOTEC telling them that you want to switch agents. So beware of this. Number two is JP visa. Now, for most of the applicants, you do not pay this visa fees. JP visa only apply to a very small countries, like countries from South Americans or countries from Africa. Most applicants do not pay for this visa, so check with your agents. There's a list. You can also check with the Immigrations Malaysia. There's a list that you can get it from them. So remember, do not pay for JP visa for most of the applicants. Now, number three is that your fees paid for the application is only applied for the first time for your first applications, and it does not include all other fees in the futures. Now, for example, in the futures, you may need to terminate your MM2H visa, or you may need to add on some family members in the futures. Now, all these futures dealings, you may have to still pay for the agency's professional fees. So remember this. Do check with your agents how much they are going to charge you for all the futures fees. Now, number four, do you or your dependents have to physically go to immigrations to get the visa after your application is granted? Now, the answer is no. You don't have to physically go to the immigrations to get your visa endorsed. This is your agency's job. Yep, your agents will help you to do that. They will have to go to the MOTEC in the early morning. It could be at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the early morning. You do not have to go there physically, right? This is their job. Now, number five, what is the FD rates in Malaysia? All right, now, for example, in September, okay, now, in September, if you are going to keep your money, your FD fixed deposit in US dollar, now the rate is somewhere around 3.7 to 3.9%. Now the key word is for the first year. Remember, it is for the first year. Now, if you are going to put the FD in Malaysian ringgit, it will be slightly lower, somewhere around 3.2 to 3.5% for the first year. Now, in the second year, okay, in the second years, you will see the rate drop. So check with bank, check with your agents, how much normally. Okay, nobody can tell what happened in the future. For the past records, you can just check with your banks or your agency how much is going to be in the second years onwards. Okay, number six, for FD withdrawal, we know that once you buy your property and then you can apply to withdraw your FD. Of course, it's only allowed 50% from your FD. Once your applications to withdraw your FD is granted, is approved, do you have to physically go to the bank and get the money or to release the money? Now, this will depend on banks. So remember to check with the bank whether do you have to physically go to the bank to sign whatever documents to release the money. Check with the bank or check with your agency. Now, number seven, what is in the future the MM2H, the rule of the MM2H change. We know now we have special economic zone, we have silver, we have gold, and we have platinum category. Okay, all have a different validity. Now, what if in the futures government decided to make some changes in the rule? Will that affect you? Now, basically, for these questions, if your program's validity expired, for example, for silver categories, it is only valid for 5 years. Now, after 5 years, of course, you still can extend your visa for another 5 years indefinitely, 5 plus 5 plus 5. But if the government think that they need to make some amendments to the rules, now the government has the rights to do so. From the statistics from all the past records, the government have not exercised their rights. So this is the difference between the government has the rights to make changes and the government do not exercise their rights. So you must aware of these terms. Number 8 is that if you are the passport holder from certain Pacific Islands nations or the Caribbean Islands nations, please check with your agents the chances of your applications being approved. Now, this is the first step. And on the second step, please also, very important, please also check with banks your chances of opening an account with the banks, right? Now, this is very important. If you need to know more, you can contact me. Number 9, what are the differences between platinum programs, gold and silver, or even SEZ? Since each category, the maximum period given to you is only for 5 years. All right, every 5 years you still have to renew it. Either you are from silver or from platinum categories. The major difference is that for platinums, okay, this program's valid for 20 years. But of course, every 5 years you still have to renew that. Now, it just gives you a security that within the 20 years, the policy will remain unchanged. Now, for silver program, since it is valid only for 5 years, after 5 years, the government have the right to review the terms and conditions. So remember, the government has the right to review the terms and conditions. Of course, whether to exercise this right or not, that will solely depend on the government. So this will give you a second thought whether to apply for the silver or the gold, where the gold program will be 15 years in terms of program's validity. Number 10, is purchasing an insurance in Malaysia mandatory before the visa endorsement? Now, the answer is no. It is not compulsory in Malaysia. Now, the keyword is in Malaysia. If you already have your insurance in your existing countries, you still can use that, provided that insurance you will have a global coverage, including Malaysia. If the coverage of your insurance is only for your own countries, now you have to buy an insurance in Malaysia. So check with your insurance agents in your countries whether your insurance provide you with global coverage. If that happens, you don't have to buy insurance in Malaysia. If not, you will have to buy insurance in Malaysia. I hope this video will provide you with a clear answer that you can't find in other different sources. And remember that if you would like to know more about MM2H, or if you would like to apply for MM2H, you may contact me or come to my office and we can discuss further. Click like, subscribe, and leave your comment below. Alright, I'll see you next time. Bye.